everybody, and welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra, and today we're going to do our weekly rune reading. These include runes, oracle spheres, Chinese tiles, and angel numbers. And if you're unfamiliar with these readings, basically we work them similar to our tarot readings in that we give you 3 different readings to choose from. Our theme this week is the world, so it's represented by 3 different world tarot cards. The first one here is kind of the world tree. The second one here is the girl on the beach. And then the third world card is the wise old owl world card. So you have 3 different ones you can choose from, 1, 2, and 3. And basically you decide which reading you need to go to. And when you go to that reading, you'll get your general energies for the week, what you might expect, what you might see. You'll have some messages from the angels through the angel numbers. You'll be able to ask a question through the oracle spheres and get an answer that way. So that's basically what these readings are about. I would like to take this time to say thank you to everybody who's participated in the channel. Everybody who has subscribed, give our videos thumbs up, left us comments in the comments section, and also gave links to our channel on all the different social medias that they have, so the friends and family can check us out as well. All of those things are very useful to the channel. They're helping the channel grow, and we very much wanted to say thank you to all of you who do those things. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel or you're new to us, you're welcome to do so now, and thank you very much for showing up. We are going to give you some time to reflect and decide which reading is the one that you should go to. Remember, go by your gut instinct, whichever one your gut's saying that's the reading I need to go to, and then we'll see you there. There will be timestamps in the description when you're ready, and you can go directly to your reading, and we will see you. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your reading, those of you that chose the World Tree card. And remember, we're going to do our runes for the week, our Chinese tiles, our oracle spheres, and our angel numbers. So you can be thinking of your yes or no type of question that you're going to get an answer to, and all that. And remember, these are just your general energies for the week. They're going to give you an idea of what you might expect, what you might come across, the kind of energies you might be dealing with. Maybe a little bit of advice on how to deal with it if that shows up, that kind of thing. So let's just kind of get right to it here and see what we pop up with. Okay, ooh, all kinds of stuff going on here. Wow, okay. I always find it interesting that this charm never seems to pop up the right way, but it just did. That's very interesting. That's good. I like that. So far, this looks like a really good week for some good fulfilling things happening this week is kind of the energies I'm getting here. I mean, we've got some things kind of flowing, you know, a little bit sideways, not quite as but this one, I just really love this one here. It's the Destiny one, and it shows good joy, luck, divination. So maybe your powers of intuition and other things might be really good this week, because also you've got the transformation going on here with this one, and so you know, we kind of see some things like that. We do have some gain and fulfillment with this one a little bit, and some new beginning kind of stuff a little bit as well. So the transformation, new beginning, it's not quite directly up though, which means that it may not be quite as intense or quite as strong as maybe these first 2 were. This one though does deal with inspiration, so I do think your inspiration and intuition are going to be playing a key role this week. And this one's also an awakening one as well, and kind of communing with gods and spirit and that kind of whole energy going on there. So that's kind of the energy I'm seeing for the week, is really that really communal, tapping into that extra spiritual energy, and that divine knowledge and all that is kind of the thing you're going to be doing this week. It is interesting how this particular rune was turned over, and I usually see that as either things bubbling under the surface, um, and kind of being at a lower energy rate, but maybe kind of still there. This one, once again, is another success one. It is another, but it's more of a big thunderbolt type of ideas, uh, guidance and joy and luck. So once again, lots of joy and luck kind of things going on this week. So it seems like it's and even though this one was underneath the surface, I think the stuff might not be super earth-shattering during the week, but I do see some good happiness and joy type things happening for you this week. And like I said, I think your intuition and your connection with spirit is going to be really strong this week, which is really nice. I like that. Which is kind of interesting since you picked kind of the world tree there. Kind of, getting in touch with nature and the world and the divine and all that. It's pretty neat. I kind of like that. Let's see. Oh, all right. We also have the number 4, which once again a good stable energy. It's also a good home energy. I also do see it as kind of that comforting, happiness, home spirit type stuff going on there. We do have the green dragon and the number 3 energies, which were turned over. So that's creative ideas, and also some passions and energies. So I do think those are going to be something kind of at the tip of your fingertips. You might have to work at them a little bit to kind of pull them out. They may not be quite right there, right at your fingertips, but I do think that you can tap into that this week if you try, and you work at it. So I do think that is an energy definitely going on. Let's go ahead and do your oracle spheres. And if you're unfamiliar with these, basically you think of a yes or no type of question that you're going to get an answer to. Also, there's other ways people use these as well. So you can be creative here. You can do it your own way. But basically what I like for people to do is pick a stand that you would like your answer to appear on. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have green, gold, silver, and blue. I've had some people use these different ways where like maybe one stand represented one question and another stand represented a different question, or one represented a certain type of answer and another one represented another type of answer, and then depending on what appeared on it, it helped guide them in a certain way. So you can do this any way that really works for you. But basically just think of your yes or no type of question that you'd like to get an answer to, or some other way that you'd like to utilize these, and then we'll get our answers. All right, we have a number 1 green. And that one is a not sure. Okay. That usually means the question isn't very clear, or there's things that need to be played out before the answer can be given because it might change how things happen. Number 2, gold, is a yes. Number 3, silver, is a not likely. Lots of different answers on this one. And number 4, blue, is not sure again. Okay, interesting. All right, so number 1, green, was not sure. Number 2, gold, is yes. Number 3, gray, is not likely. And number 4, blue, is not sure. So there's your answers on that. Now let's get our angel numbers. This works similarly in that we have 5 different stands to choose from. You can pick one stand or more than one stand, however you'd like to do it. But basically, I get angel numbers, and they appear on these stands. And then you look up that number either in our description. We have keywords and phrases for each number, or you can go out to the internet and type in angel number, 2, or angel number 55, or whatever it happens to be. And you'll find out all about that number and what it might mean, and what the angels might be trying to communicating to you, or what they might want you to focus on for the week or pay more attention to, or that kind of thing. Some people like to use all 5 stands as their lucky numbers for the week. Some people, might feel the need to pick more than one stand because they think maybe, angels might be telling them something on more than one. There's really no right or wrong way to utilize these. Whichever way your instinct's telling you to do is your best way to deal. All right, so number 1, blue, number 2, green, number 3, bronze, number 4, gold, and number 5, purple. All right, so let's get our numbers. Number 1, blue is 14. Number 2, green is number 1. Number 3, bronze is 28. Number 4, gold is 16. And number 5, purple is 6. All right. So we have number 1, blue is 14. Number 2, green is number 1. Number 3, bronze is 28. Number 4, 16 is the gold one. And number 5, purple, is 6. So there's our angel numbers for the week. All right, guys. I hope you guys had some messages that are going to be useful to you and some messages you can get out of this really good. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Share the channel with your friends and family. Putting the link to the channel on your social media is the very easiest and best way to do that. The most people will see it and the most people will get a chance to check us out. So we'd really appreciate that. We do put out these videos every Monday, but we also have timeless tarot readings that we put out every week. We also have other videos that we put out on the channel and other topics that might be of interest to you, so check those out as well. And we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose this wonderful Happy on the Beach World card. Can't get happier than that. This looks so carefree. I love that. All right, remember, we're going to do our runes. We're going to do our Chinese tiles, our oracle spheres, and our angel numbers. And remember, this is just kind of the general energies for the week, what you might be seeing, feeling, maybe dealing with, some of the main focus maybe. Maybe a little bit of advice on how to deal with it if that pops up. And then there will be angel messages through the angel numbers. That will be some information for you, that some things that angels would like you to focus on or pay attention to or look at a little closer. So we're going to get that as well. And so we're just going to go through here and find out what we've got going. Okay then. Okay. This is interesting. You've got a couple of different manifestation type of energies going on here, where you have some good luck, wealth gain, fulfillment kind of thing here, but also manifestation things and being aware of things and having cooperation. These always look like goalposts to me. It always reminds me of that kind of cooperation, like in a game. But what I see with these two popping up like that is it should be a decent week for you to have some gains that happen through your work, what you've been manifesting to happen. Okay, so it's like, if you've been willing something into action, this should be a week that should come to fruition, or at least you should start noticing some of those things start happening for you. That's the kind of energy I'm getting for the week. Let's see what else we have kind of hidden under the surface here a little bit that might play a role in this. Okay, this is interesting because this is a fertility and growth, intuition type of thing, but it was turned over, which to me almost always shows that it's bubbling under the surface a little bit, or that it's more of a hidden energy or something that might kind of play out kind of slowly or a little less blatantly during the week, is what I always kind of see with that. This one too, it was also turned over and upside down. And this is kind of the journey, moving along type of energy. So I don't really see, you might be going through your journey. Like I said, I think some things that you've been manifesting should start popping up this week, but I don't really see like big, huge leaps and bounds and fast, changes happening this week as far as that goes because of that being kind of down. We are dealing a little bit with your ancestors and your heritage in a little bit, but like I said, they're bubbling under the surface. So tapping into that resource a little bit might be something that you're kind of doing, but you may not even be realize that that's happening because it is below the surface. It is kind of not blatant and out there. So you might be tapping into that hidden energy a little bit. You might have some really good manifestation energies and not realize how good of manifestors. You may come from a long line of manifestors. And that may be something that you're able to tap into is that ancestral knowledge a little bit this week. So that might be kind of what we're seeing there. And yeah, this is kind of interesting too, because I see that with the 6 as well. Yeah, I see that. Once again, that's kind of the abundance kind of energy that's having enough to be able to help other people celebrate and give out to them kind of energy. And also your 3 was here as well, which is a good creative number. Also double that is the 6 as well. So I kind of see that as that whole energy going on. Let's see what else is below the surface here. Okay, we do have the Joker and the number 2 Summer, which were upside down, and that might be interesting because there may be some things at play that might come up the works just slightly, but it's behind the scenes a little bit, and you may not even realize it, or that you're just barely starting to manifest some things that may take a little bit longer before it really comes to full fruition. With the Summer being hidden. It's interesting, too, that you picked this particular world card, which really shows the joy and being able to relax and having, this wonderful time in life and be able to do what you want. And that's kind of that manifestation energy, too, I kind of feel. So I'm thinking that maybe, like I said, whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest, whatever it is you've been trying to do, I think that maybe you're definitely heading that direction this week. It's starting to go for that. But maybe it's not totally there just yet. Some of these other things were kind of showing that too, that it's going to start this week, but it's probably not going to be totally there this week or totally finished this week. But you're going to start seeing the rewards from that or the results of that starting to happen. You're going to have some things to feel really good about with that. So that's really awesome. I love that. All right, let's take a look here. And we'll look at our oracle spheres. And basically, how I usually expect these to work is that you think of a yes or no type of question, then you pick a stand for your answers to appear on. We have 4 stands. We have green, gold, silver, and blue. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you ask your question, and then we get our answers. Other people have managed to find some other ways to utilize these that have been useful for them. So if you can think of a creative way to use these as well, I encourage that. I do encourage this being a good interactive type of reading or things that you can do stuff with. So, if you can find other ways to utilize these besides the way I normally think of it, that's great. All right, so let's go ahead and get our answers. We have number 1, green is probable. Number 2, gold is not now. Number 3, silver is a yes. And number 4, blue is a no. All right, so number 1, green was probable. Number 2, gold is a not now. Number 3, gray is yes. And number 4, blue is a no. All right, now let's get our angel numbers. Basically, I like for these to work about the same way in that we have 5 different stands that we're going to get our angel numbers on. You can pick 1 or more stands to have your specific numbers to appear on, or you can use all 5 stands as your lucky numbers, or whatever feels right to you. There's really no right or wrong way to do this. But basically what happens is we get numbers here that go on each stand. And then you can either look in our description or you could type in angel number, whatever it happens to be, out on the internet, and you can find out, quite a bit about what that number means. That will give you an idea of what the angels are trying to get you to focus on, or what they want you to look at for the week, or pay attention to, that kind of thing. So we have bronze, green, blue, purple, and gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's go ahead and get our angel numbers here and see what those happen to be for the week. Number 1, bronze, is 47. Number 2, green, is 46. Well, that's interesting. Not that close a number. And number 3, blue, is 26. Number 4, purple, is 24. Lots of 2s and 4s in here. Wow. And number 5, gold, is 3. All right, so number 1, bronze, is 47. Number 2, green, is 46. Number 3, blue, is 26. Number 4, purple, is 24. And number 5, gold, is 3. So there's your angel numbers for the week. All right, guys, I hope you guys had some messages that are going to be useful to you and you can do something with. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Please share the channel with your friends and family. Put a link out there on your social media accounts. That's the easiest, best way for them to find the channel and get a chance to check us out for themselves and see what they think. And all that's really wonderful, and we really appreciate it, and thank you so much. If you haven't already subscribed, I do welcome you to do so. That way you can be notified of future videos when we come out with them. We put out our rune readings once a week. We also do timeless tarot readings. And we do put out several films a week. So we look forward to seeing you again in future videos. And may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the Wise Old Owl World card. Remember, we're going to be looking at our runes, our Chinese tiles, our oracle spheres, and our angel numbers. So you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you'd like to get an answer to. Remember that these are just general energies for the week, some things you might be dealing with, that kind of thing. So we're just going to find out some just general energies, maybe a little bit of advice or some other things for you. Also, there might be some specific messages in the angel numbers the angels might like you to pay attention to or whatever when we get to those. All right, so let's just get started here and see where we're at. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Huh. I feel like you guys are going to be kind of in the magical, dreamy realm this week. That you're going to be... it's interesting. Like you're going to feel... the energy I'm getting is really hard to describe. Okay. I feel kind of misty, mystical, tree of life kind of energy in that you're almost in a fog or a daze, a dream-like state a lot during this week. Things are going to be kind of that haziness that you might get from just that whole energy of life and renewing of life and the cycle of life and those kinds of things. That's kind of the energy I'm kind of feeling here. But we do have some energies that are also turned over here. And I'm going to see if any of those might play a role in this as well. This is interesting. You have two different endurance things going on here. And hard work and motivation. You might feel like you're kind of sludging through the week. And a lot of dreamy, emotional stuff. Like I said, I really feel like you might feel like you're in a fog a lot this week. Like you're kind of just moving through the motions of doing things, and you're kind of doing things, but you're not even really sure why you're doing whatever. You just are going to do it because you know you need to. That's kind of the feeling I'm kind of getting with the energies this week of you're just going to go through the motions. You're going to do the things you need to do. You're going to feel pretty good about them. You're going to kind of work off of a dreamlike state, kind of almost in a fog, but not anything really awful or bad or anything. I think you're just going to just kind of be on autopilot this week, if that makes any sense at all. Let's see what else we got going here. Okay, yeah, this is interesting because we have the 7 and the 9s, which to me, the odd numbers are almost always like slightly more chaotic than the even numbers, a little bit more, things kind of being off kilter a little bit, but also the 9s are getting close to a completion type of energy, almost finishing things off. The 7s are also a spiritual energy and dealing with spiritual matters a little bit, so that might be something that you might be dealing with as well. We do have a creative force here, but it's also the autumn, which is also interesting. Once again, I get that whole kind of fogginess, kind of autumn type of feel. Like it's not the bright, sunny, everything being really bright and clear type of week. It's more of, that foggy kind of week. We do have the 6 energy being turned over, which is a little bit more of the stable energy, a little bit more of, things being sturdy and on firm ground, and that was turned over. So I do feel like that might be something that you would like to have this week, is that more firm foundation, but I'm really gonna feel like you guys aren't gonna really feel like you're on real firm ground this week. You're not gonna really feel that way, or at least that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. All right, let's take a look at our oracle spheres for the week. Remember, the way I usually like these to work is you think of a yes or no type of question and you pick a stand for your answer to appear on, and then we get our answers. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4, gold, green, silver, and blue, so you can pick whichever stand you like. There are other ways you guys can utilize these, as I found out recently, as some people have found other ways that they like to utilize these. So if you come up with a creative, interactive way to use these, I think that's great. And go for it if you can do that. But let's just go ahead and get our answers here. Number 1, gold, is probable. Well, number 2, green, is very likely. Number 3, gray, is a yes. I like that. Probable, very likely, yes. Very positive type of answers. And let's see what else we got. And another yes. All right. So we got number 1, gold, is probable. Number 2, green, is a very likely. Number 3, gray, is a yes. And the number 4, blue, is also a yes. All right, let's get our angel numbers for the week. These work similarly in that we have 5 different stands. I like for you to pick at least one stand, but you can pick more than one or all 5 or however you like to do it. But basically, these are angel numbers. Then each number has specific keywords and phrases associated with it and other meanings involved with each number. And so whichever numbers pop up, that's what the angels are trying to communicate with us. You can go to the description and find out what each number key phrases are, and or you can go out to the internet and type in each angel number and find out more about it that way. So let's get our numbers here and see what they are for the week. Number 1, blue, is 23. Number 2, green, is 55. Number 3, gold, is 52. Number 4, purple, is 20. And number 5, bronze, is 37. All right, so number 1, blue, is 23. Number 2, green, is 55. Number 3, gold, is 52. Number 4, purple, is 20. And number 5, bronze, is 37. So there's our angel numbers for the week. Okay, guys, I hope you guys had some interesting information there and some stuff that'll work out well for you. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Share the channel with your friends and family. If you could put a link to the channel in your social media places, wherever your social media are, that would be great. That's the easiest way for them to check out the channel and find out if we're any good for them or not and all that. And I would just really appreciate that for all of you guys that could do that. Excuse me. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and put comments in the comment section if you get a chance to do that. All of those things do help out the channel greatly, and I very much appreciate them. Don't forget to check out our other videos. We do put out these rune readings once a week, but we also put out tarot readings every week, as well as other videos when we get a chance on other topics as well that might be of interest to you. So since we do put out videos every single week, we do look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.